Oh yeah, alright, so let's go. Let's level up Wendu. Level 3. I think she is straight hunter or a ranger. Yeah, all 19 into ranger. Oh, ranger next. What is her knowledge, stealth, and perception? I don't know why it says knowledge, lore. I mean, same thing, I guess, right? Wait a minute. I can put another point. What should I put it into? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's just get it. So we need weapon focus. Wait, where is it? Right? Weapon focus, longbow. Might be at the top. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Longbow. At the top again? It is. Longbow and then archery. Rapid shot. Making a full attack with the ranged weapon, you can fire one additional time this round at your highest bonus. But take a -2 penalty. And then many shot, right? Is probably gonna be next. Yeah. First attack fires 2 arrows. Attack hits, both arrows hit. 5 precision based damage. Critical hit damage only once. Other damage bonuses apply to both arrows. And damage reduction and resistances apply separately to each arrow. So does that mean if there's like some kind of passive or whatever that reduces damage based on a chance, it will roll for each arrow? Okay, whatever. What am I supposed to be doing now? No way left but up. Swallowed by the darkness. It is time to return to Canabras. Right. So I picked Wendu, and I think Lan ran off crying somewhere. Did I loot the bot? No, I think I already did. Characters are almost encumbered. Last, we're getting out of these filthy caves. Alright, bro. How about it? When I head up, people are probably worrying about me up there. Okay, so what's gonna happen to these people? Are they all gonna go through the ritual then? Yeah, sure, let's trade, man. Sell. Does she have limited gold? Whatever, we're just gonna sell everything. Go to this. There we go. Sell all the daggers, sell all the crossbows, sell these clubs, just sell everything, man. Yeah, we're just gonna sell pretty much everything. Wait, I am gonna make Camellia dual wield. Should I keep one? How do I sell one? Okay, there we go. Sell all this. Oh wait, give me my torches back. Might need those. We'll keep anything that says masterwork. For now. And then we'll look at them all separately. I think I need to give this to Wendu, maybe. She might have one already, actually. I keep Radiance, keep this. Half plate. Sell this, keep this, sell this, sell this and this. Alright, I think that's it. Maybe we should buy some stuff. I think I sold all this already. Oh wait. Yeah. Scroll of blur. Maybe. All enemies within a 10-foot burst. I guess scrolls are pretty good, right? We'll take one. We'll take one of these. We'll take this too. Feather step, no. I take a couple. No, we'll just take all of them. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to take all of them because I don't want to spend all my money. There we go. That should be good. Look at my weight. It's still so heavy. Maybe I should give her half plate. What is that armor check penalty? Any armor heavier than leather, as well as any shield, hurts a character's ability to use dexterity and strength-based skills. Oh. Well, strength-based as well. That's kind of weird. I mean, armor I understand, but a shield... It's kind of weird. You just put it down, man. So, I mean, I have other characters for strength and dexterity checks, so it doesn't really matter. But I guess it's fine, right? This is irrelevant since I have other characters. I'm not going to be using her anyways. So it don't matter. And she doesn't have like a dexterity bonus, right? +1, yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She doesn't cast spells, really, I don't think. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. You know what? What sword does she have? Does she have? Let me look. Reddish, by raised, lay on hands, fight defensively. These are just proficiencies, right? Shield focus. Shield proficiency. Yeah. I don't think there's any specific way. As long as it's single-handed, I guess. So she can use a shield. I need better than 1d8. How do I tell? Oh, on the upper right it says one-handed. Oh, it's two-handed. Never mind. I know there's different kinds of damage, but other than that, is there a reason to switch from like a slashing weapon to another slashing weapon? Oh, the threat range. Yeah, there's no real point switching. Unless I guess you use like the finesse wielding or the masterwork thing. What is masterwork again? One enhancement bonus on attack rolls. It doesn't matter. She needs posit longbow. How does this see? 411, 1d8 plus 3. Okay, yeah, so it is more. I think that's it. I still don't know what barding is. There's a light barding skill I can get. You know what? I'm gonna sell this stuff actually. Except the other rapier. That I'll keep. And I could sell these. This I'll keep for now. Oh wait, I identified it. What the heck? This, I'll sell this. Oh wait, I identified it. Oh, it's because the trader identified it, right? Martial proficiency group. What does it do? Enhancement. Whenever his blade lands a hit on the new enemy for the first time, receives 1d6 negative energy damage, and all other enemies in a 15-foot radius must will save. Right, that's pretty good, but I don't use glaive. Does this tell you who can use it? No. I could have sworn there was a thing that had like listed people that could use the weapon. So enhancement just adds to the min and max damage, right? And then on attack roll, so if you roll like an 11, it gives you +1, so it would be 12. And same thing for damage. But does it apply as like a bonus on top of the damage, or is it just like raising the min and max of the die? So like it raises it to a 2d11. Yeah, see how it says +1? Oh wait, no, it'd be 1d11. Yeah, so like it would, well, I guess I could just check, right? Oh, it doesn't say. I'm assuming it adds it after, so like say you roll a 10 damage, it'll be 11. Instead of making it like a 1d11 die where you can roll an 11, but it doesn't necessarily give you that. I mean, I guess it will be the same functionally either way, right? Either you roll a 10 and get the +1, or you roll the 11. But I need to check this armor. Medium armor scale metal. +2 insight bonus to AC against undead. Wait, so that would be... Wait, what does that mean? Insight bonus. Would that just be like, if you fight undead, you get 2 to AC? Right. I guess that's what it means, bro. I do want to use medium armor, but that speed reduction is insane. Look at that, 10. Natural armor, +1 to natural armor bonus. Yeah, I knew it was a ring of protection. Deflection bonus. What is this? Flow of water. Ring grants your wearer +1 bonus on saving throws against spells with cold descriptor. +1 to the DC for all saving throws against spells with cold descriptor. The wearer casts. I don't really cast fire or cold stuff, right? No one does. That I'm planning to, but whatever. So I'll equip that for now. You know what? I'll equip everything. No, you know what? Oh wait, I can't change it. Never mind. I'll give her the ring. Is it medium? No, she has light. Bro, I used so much stuff in the last fight. Bark skin. Should I use this? It's a natural armor, right? Would it stack with the thing? The bonus provided by bark skin stacks with target's natural armor bonus, but not with other enhancement bonuses to natural armor. So like amulet. Yeah, I'm guessing the amulet doesn't stack, so don't need that. one of these and full of mage armor. Probably not that. Sleep. There was another one. Wait, none of them can cast blur, right? Can be used with skill check. What does that mean? What skill? Oh, use magic device, right? Yeah. Should be fine. I mean, it doesn't matter because you can apparently you can equip stuff in battle, and it takes like a swift action, or maybe it doesn't. I don't remember. Oh yeah, whatever. I should check spells though. All right, that's fine. Now let's get out of here finally. The character's so huge.
Our path
Wait, I should.
leads on.
Oh no, it's already on, right? Yeah. Wait, is this the way? That's where I came from. Why does it say go up and then it literally going down? Which way do I go? Oh, it's only one way. Never mind. Never mind.
Without a doubt.
Just collect it all. And sell it later.
While the survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Canabris are trying to defend the wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
Bro, all I can think about, I may be getting sushi later. Bro, I always take so long playing these games because I get so immersed into like the mechanics, the lore, and everything. Even though I just forget everything as soon as I stop playing. Like I played Kingmaker for like 400 hours. To be honest, 100 of those are probably like AFK and just leaving it running, but maybe even like looking stuff up. But still, it was fun. Plus I do like tend to do like everything. The surface, finally! I miss the fresh air so much. Party suffers from heavy encumbrance. We're in a basement. It looks like the Grey Garrison. I'm heavy. What do you mean, man? Oh. Sort by weight, descending. What is this one? Easiest decision of my life. Drop this. There we go.
Forwards.
I can hear the sounds of battle from above. Out of the pan and into the fire. long spear. This is a reach weapon, right? Why did
They
I...
march ahead.
What's like the purpose of using reach? It has like a little bit longer attack range, right? Keeps you out of attack of opportunity range. Oh no! What is happening? Arabeth. Wait, this is the wife of Anevia, right? She's, or the girlfriend or something? Wait, so she's with an orc? Alright. Oh, half-orc. The half-orc before you, wearing armor adorned with Iomede's golden swords, is clearly exhausted. She obviously hasn't gotten much sleep over the last few days. There's soot on her face and fresh blood on her sword. Her hazel eyes are hard and focused, and her firm voice sounds accustomed to giving orders. She sizes you up, surprised, judging whether you are friend or foe, and opens her mouth to ask you something, but freezes when she spots Anevia. Oh my god, she's so huge!
By the goddess, Nevi, I'd almost lost all hope.
Didn't even give her uppies.
Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. I'm here. This here's a new friend. She rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without her, we'd never have made it out.
Anevia strokes Arabeth's head and whispers something in her ear, then stands back and points at you. Sir, the audio for the dialogue is kinda low. We'll see how that sounds.
Let me introduce you to my wife, Arabeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
Wait, so who took whose name?
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canalbris. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And thank you for getting Anevia out of there.
Where are we?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists.
Wait, this is the barracks, and it's been taken over by cultists. So does that mean they have like no... I mean, they probably have a base of operations, but they have like no resting place or like a gathering point?
When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Ward Stone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Ward Stone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canabris will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world.
So I thought I mean, I'm guessing the Ward Stone is like a barrier or like invisible fence, but only for the actual world wound. Not like it doesn't like repel demons or anything. It just keeps like I guess the world wound's like a dimensional rift or something. And so it keeps it from growing. And it doesn't actually like keep demons away or anything. Because otherwise, why would you buy, like if they have it, it wouldn't be working. So there'd be no point in taking it back. So I'm guessing it acts as like a keeping I mean, it said that, but I just didn't understand more or less what it meant exactly by that. But I think I get it.
I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us.
The situation in the city.
The city's gone. Most of the defenders, including the Dragon Terendelev, fell in the first few hours. The civilians either fled or died in the chaos. The place is overrun with cultists and demons.
So, I mean, if this, like, that's the thing, if the city's gone, they captured the ward stone and stuff, like, what exactly are you planning to do and accomplish?
Don't talk like that. Canabres hasn't fallen. Not while it still has defenders like you and me.
I agree with the sentiment. You know, I'm all about not giving up. But when this character says it, I don't like it. I don't like this character.
Sweet words don't change the grim truth.
Okay.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight. Until we no longer have the strength to hold a weapon, until Iomedae abandons us, we will fight for Canabres.
Sure thing, man. Yeah, tell me about the ward stone.
The Ward Stones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The Ward Stones keep the world wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabres obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the abyss.
Okay, listen, this is my first time ever playing Wrath of the Righteous, alright? And I don't know much about D&D, and the only experience I have with it is like playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate 3. I played Baldur's Gate 1 a long time ago. I have seen like some D&D like what are they called, campaigns, like half of campaigns or parts of campaigns and stuff. Doing like some research when I played Kingmaker, but nothing crazy. But even then, I kind of knew more or less what was going on. Like I do recognize like some things, like the world wound. You hear about that throughout different like games and different stuff like that. So it is like a barrier specifically for the world wound.
The demons have long laid siege to Canabres, but this time, their lord Dascari appeared in the flesh. He ripped the ward stone from the ground and hurled it halfway across the city to here. I thought the stone was destroyed, but it seems all is not lost, yet. Dascari has gone, but the ward stone is surrounded by a horde of those creatures. What are they going to do to it? Nothing good, that's for certain.
Wait a minute. This guy, he's a demon lord, right? He's not like some random no-name. They're demigods, right? Again, I don't know the power rankings of beings in the universe, but I'm assuming they're up there, right? Like at least top 30% of like powerful beings. At least top 50%, but maybe top 30. So this guy shows up to this city, starts like a war, and then finds the ward stone, which is the barrier for the world wound, which I'm assuming his goal is to expand the world wound to let demons run through and everything, overrun the world. This guy shows up. He's like, hey, he punches a hole in the fence, essentially. And then he's like, all right, I'm out. I'm not gonna, make sure nothing happens or anything. I'm just gonna, I'm peacing out. Like come on, man.
But how did he do that? He's a demon! The ward stone should have burned his filthy hide!
Okay, and now this added onto it is like,
It should have. But what happened, happened. We don't know why.
So it isn't exactly like a demon repellent, but it is like a holy artifact, so it does hurt them if they touch it.
Most people in Canabras think that the children of the First Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
I see you are in serious need of help. You're in luck. If my mistress is with you, then I am with you
Bro,
also.
listen. I know she's evil, and my character is like the whole roleplay thematic thing of my character is being good, being an angel, or whatever. To fit the whole theme of Wrath of the Righteous. But dear God, every time she calls me mistress, I love it, man. What about this one?
Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Grey Garrison.
Okay, let's go to battle.
That's the spirit. You, take a Navia to the rear. The rest of you with me.
Orgus worm. You hear labored breathing interspersed with disgruntled muttering. Sorry, I was hearing a noise. It was like, Horgus is holding his own rapier hilt in a white-knuckled grip. A bead of sweat trickles down from his temple.
Lord Horgus Gwyrm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Canabras can be said to be safe right now.
This person seemed like a good person, so the fact they acknowledge him with like some form of respect, I guess he is a somebody. Wait, Wait, how does remove fear work? Hold on. Does it give you a bonus to all like future things? Subject is under the spell. Wait, okay, yeah. +4 morale bonus against fear effects for 10 minutes. If the subject is under the influence of fear when even spell effect is suppressed for the duration of the spell. Okay, so it does give you a bonus for future attempts. Well, how do I get rid of it? Oh, resting. Isn't there a like a quick rest? These are all okay. I finished these. Okay, yeah, so this is finished. The green means finished. So this dude ran off somewhere. Okay. He didn't give me my money, but that's okay. I always get my money. I'll find him. And then this is... People cannot place too much faith. Oh, right, because the demon somehow came in through the freaking thing, so they don't know how it happened. Tower of Estra, known to all citizens as the museum where many crusade relics are kept, has been taken over by a band of demon worshippers. No doubt that they were drawn to that location by the museum's treasure, many of which possess intriguing magical properties. Shola cultist dispatched to the commander of the Crusader forces. She wants me to... Oh, right, she said... Go to the Defender's Heart or whatever. Help the Crusaders attack the Great Garrison. Underground passes straight into the Great Garrison when cultists and Crusaders are battling for control of the old barracks. Things could be worse. Though there are enemies nearby, there are allies to be found as well. How do I...
Our time has come.
Okay, well, I guess I can't click on her. Did I rest now? Wait, every time you rest, it has to be 8 hours, right? Shoot.
Our path leads on.
So do I go through here? Oh, it does. Okay.
Defeat is not an option.
You are playing with the auto end turn option enabled. This option allows the game to end the turn automatically when your character finishes their standard and move actions. Yes. Or wait. Sometimes I might use a swift action or free action at the end, right? Maybe. Oh yeah, let's change it. Where is it? Auto end turn. This. Turn off. Okay, so who's going now? Wendu. I should... Wait, can I use both? I can use both. But they both... Alright, it forces you into 30 feet range. And this is only when you make a full attack. Okay. Yeah, she has to move so she can't do it. Okay, it makes sense.
I'll rip you apart!
Who? Oh. Amelia's next. Yeah. At least she didn't miss this time. I don't know if I want to send my wolf straight in there, so... That... okay. Miss, sure, sure.
The Inheritor, guide my blade! Amranda gratior.
Think I can... I put on cleave. Is this an active or a toggle? Ooh. Oh, I missed though. Alright, that's actually kind of good. Wait, don't I have... Hold on. Abilities? What is that ability I use at the end of the... or in the dungeon? Do I not have it yet? Pretty sure it's a mythic thing. But probably not. Whatever.
Amranda gratior. Amranda gratior.
Who is this? Wendu.
No match for me.
Attacks of opportunity. Attack of opportunity. Back from a cultist. Special melee attack character can do. During enemy's turn, if enemy provokes it, create an opening for hit. Some actions that provoke attacks of opportunity. So attempt to leave, ranged attack. Attempt to stand up, yeah. That's what keeps getting me. Casting a spell and drinking a potion. Usually the bigger a creature is, the larger its threatened area will be. Some weapons, such as glaives, also increase the size of your threatened area. Most cases, an attack of opportunity can be avoided. Mobility skill check whenever they leave. Okay, so it is a bonus. Or no, it's not. It's just a check, but still. Oh wait, she could have done that without. Okay, well. So point blank lets you shoot without provoking the attack. Okay.
I'll cut you wide open!
I'm about to teach you a lesson, cultist.
Into the fray!
Ooh, this is my character, right? Can I charge at him? No. Shoot. I still don't know where the delay button is, man. Is it an ability? Where's the freaking delay, brother? No, because there's a way you can pick where you want to be, right? Alright, I need to... I gotta find it. It's gonna trigger me if I don't. Whose turn is it? Artificial intelligence, stealth, end turn. It wouldn't be an ability. Wouldn't be this. Would it just be skip time? This? No. Is it just if you end it immediately? We'll check in a second because it's per round. Oh, delay there. No, of course.
They'll beg me to stop.
Who's this? Amelia. Bro, why is her range so far? Go, White Fang, go! Oh, well. Oh, my dogs are going crazy. Give me 1 second. One. Alright, sorry, I had to go check. They're delivering something, so that's why my dogs are going crazy. Should be able to just kill him. Nope, missed, of course.
I'll rip you apart!
My god, look how many bodies there are, man. I'm like already almost overweight. I'm taking it all. I don't care. But I do need to drop some stuff. Probably this. It is not worth 100 thing. $30 for 150 pounds. Yeah, no, drop that too. This is good, right? 7 for 175. £80 for 130. I don't think that's good. What is this big glowing door? Filled with magic. Okay. What is... I want to see what's over here.
I will guide us.
Sorry, air breath. I have to check. Oh, door won't budge. Looks like locked from the other side. Okay, never mind. Coming back. Hold on. Not completed your mission in the Great Garrison yet. Oh.
Without a doubt.
Not this time.
Oh, to pick the lock.
This one was beyond me. Not this time. I hope you appreciate this.
Just spam it. Useless. All of this. I know you. You're one of these cultists. How's it going, pal? Wanna join? You're like, we'll all be dead soon, but we'll be alive. I can't. Come on, leave these losers. The Crusades are over. Soon the demons will rule the whole world. No, they won't. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Alright. You're the first one dead.
We will prevail.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Oh wait, I can't charge. But I can reach. Bro, my move speed is insane on my wolf. I told you, man. I told you not to do it. I need to change the camera. Sometimes I want to move the camera while it's moving or acting. Should be fine now. Who is this? Wendu? Go shoot him. Shoot him, Wendu. Teach him a lesson.
For me.
Yeah, I told you not to do it, bro. Whose turn is it? My turn.
We shall
Whack him.
overcome.
Yeah. Oh my, bro. Ooh, Sela. You know what? Charge headlong into a group of demons, cultists, whatever.
Go.
Wait, why is Camellia not gone yet? What the hell? Why is she so low? Would it be combat? That would be the there we go. Where's Camellia? She rolled a 5, bro. No wait, she rolled a 1. No wonder she's at the end. Holy. This is what I'm talking about, man. The RNG is insane sometimes. I wonder. No, I can't charge from here. I'm blocked by the thing. Let's go here. Do I have? I do. I don't know if it's worth. I'll wait till these guys move up, then I'll do it. Do cantrips cost? I mean, there's no point though. Dazed. Get dazed. To cure their wounds, regain lost HP with spells, resting, blah blah blah. Yeah, I know, man. But who's the one that was talking to the dead dude? It was this guy right next to me, right? Yeah, you're next. Oh, this guy. Well, whatever. It's Wendu, right? Yeah, they're just falling like flies, man.
Do not hold back.
Of course I miss.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, right. She was dying.
The light, take you!
I'm about to teach you a lesson, bro. Oh my. Hey, okay. Was it my wolf? Did I just go and... I'll kill this guy first.
They'll beg me to stop.
Okay, then I'll go back. Wait, am I knocked down or am I dead? Oh, I'm dead. Okay.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
What was that question mark? Is she saying what the hell is your problem?
The spirits demand your blood.
Looks like... Oh, she's gonna die.
No match for me.
Should be able to just heal now.
Into the fray!
I guess her going last is actually kind of good. Use this, this. And then you do the... Oh wait. Why can't I use this? Why do I have it then? Why would I equip this on him? I could have sworn I could use these items. Okay. They should move in, right? Might as well move all the way. Oh, I have to. Oh wait, no, I can do this. Never mind. Heal yourself. Now move again.
The light take you!
Yeah, whack them.
This will leave a bruise.
Bro, that is not.
Amranda gratio. Amranda gratio.
Huh. I could do it like here.
It should work. Is it
But I can't see that the fog is a thing, right? How do I see where the edge of the poison is? Whatever, we'll just... Of course they managed to save.
They'll beg me to stop.
Yeah, you're all gonna die. I hope you know that. Can I attack them with a charge, or will it stop me? I think it might stop me. We'll see. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
Just a little more.
Who's going? Camellia. Camellia's going. It's per turn, right? I just did. Huh? Except. Alright, you're all... Oh wait, no, he's still... Okay, well...
I'll rip you apart!
I shall not falter.
Guess there was really no point to that, but okay.
Magnesium Turinos.
He is still freaking... Okay. They all are. That's cool. I can still drink a potion, right? No, I can't. Okay, well, that's cool. Bro, my dog is paralyzed or whatever the hell is disabled from the stinking cloud, and he's not doing anything for like 3 turns, and they keep missing. Don't I have this show? Look at this. How long does this last? Another round.
No glory without risk!
Okay, I gotta attack the other guy. I think Camellia is the only one that can attack this guy.
You are today's sacrifice!
Wait, my dog? Okay.
No match for me.
Person is still disabled.
The inheritor, guide my
That
blade!
is insane. It was 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. That is insane.
I stand ready.
Okay, there's no reason for this dog to have these items, so I don't want to copy it to the clipboard. Oh, take off. Take off. Take off. Actually, you can use a couple. You use a couple. I think, I don't know if leveling does anything, like it heals them. I know it gives them hit dice, but knowledge, lore, persuasion. What did I get last time? Shield focus. Divine grace. Lay on it. Oh wait. Lego's all automated stuff. Brew potions. Allows you to brew potions as spells up to level 3. Weapon focus. I want to make her tanky. I'm not gonna use her, but anyways, dodge bonus armor class against attacks of opportunity. Oh, well, this is what it was. Additional attacks opportunity per round equal to your dexterity bonus. And die hard, maybe. Endurance, gain +2 bonus athletic checks, 4 on saves against fatigue and exhaustion. I could get exotic. Wait, is it exotic? No, I think it's a martial weapon. The glaive. Why does it do that? Whatever. Yeah, I think it glaive's just. Does she not have martial weapon thing? Oh wait, she needs to use the shield though. She's a shield user. 'Cause, shield, a 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 shi This might help. I don't know how good it is though. Food initiative. Lightning reflexes? No. This helps with lightning reflexes helps with like AoE stuff, right? Like fireball or something. Like if you're not in the immediate like vicinity or I don't know how it works. Shield wall, nope. Toughness, maybe. Tower shield. I don't know if tower shields or there's like a really good one or not. Let's just get toughness. Why not? Mercy. Whenever the paladin uses lay on hands to heal damage, no longer fatigued, shaken, or sickened. Does stink cloud make someone sick? No, it's nauseated, I think. I don't know which one would be good. But I know there's probably going to be several effects that I need. But there's probably only going to be a couple that are like prominent enough and happen often enough that they're worth it. I think frighten is probably good. We'll get shaken and then frighten next. I mean, no, because I have remove fear. I'm not going to use her anyways. It doesn't matter. As soon as I get other characters. I guess they're all level 3. What do I do now? I just leave. Gotta loot everyone. Take this. Take this. Everything but the armor, probably. 1 pound. 10 pounds. 25 pounds. Probably, I think anything under 10 is fine to take. Maybe not if it's worth only 1. It has to be better than 1-1. Whatever, don't matter. I'm just gonna leave these here. I gotta go back and find these other ones. Or loot these other ones. Take this, and this. This one. Does this include all these over here? No, it doesn't. This dumb idiot. I told him not to go. Masterwork longbow. Yeah, I think composite longbow's still better. I think he was a recruit. I think he was the one. Well, you had your chance, buddy. Door won't buzz. Looks like it's locked from the other side. How convenient or inconvenient. Door is locked by some unusual or magical means. No lock to be seen. It's almost like they're corralling me into somewhere. Heavy blown obstacles clearly used to break down the door. Lock is broken. The door cannot be opened. To battle. Okay. Sure thing, Arabeth. Yeah, I'm not taking any of this. Delete it. Oh, here we go. Destroy and collect the loot. Leave. Is that just to show there's no way back?
What's this? Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh!
Oh my god. Oh, well, I have no idea what you just said. I was distracted.
What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
Minagho. Manicured hand to cover it. Who are you talking to anyways? Oh.
Minagho. You again, you wench!
The aged dwarf from Arabeth's troop, silent up to now, spits on the floor, his hardened, craggy face like a storm of weathered stone, twist as if in pain.
Minagho, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabris. She must be back to finish what she started.
Oh wait, is she the one that it talked about that a long time ago that snuck into the city? And then that's when they started being suspicious of everyone and like killing people even if they were only suspect? I think that's what it is. Powerful Lily. Yeah, Lilitu Minagho. Yeah. One of the demons whose names in men have always spoken with the curse. She's the author of two of the most horrific. Yeah, the Red Morning Massacre. I don't know about the fall of Dresden though. Yeah, she snuck in as a refugee and then she just killed a bunch of people and disappeared. Hey, demon woman, what's wrong with your face?
Does he know me? Staunton, darling. Tell them all how close we were.
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Dresden fell.
Founded as a city fortress during the hubris of the First Mandevian Crusade, Dresden was overtaken by the demon hordes of the world wound, stands as a demonic monument to the foolish naivety of those early crusaders.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Dresden fell because of me. No, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
Okay, so she tricked him somehow? Maybe like opening the gates or something?
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
My god, bro. Calm down. Okay. You were thinking with the wrong head. It happens.
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips.
Oh.
Once you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
Listen, I know I'm a good guy, but I'll take his place.
I'll kill you!
Oh, calm down. Damn, I should have picked the other option. They're like, what's wrong with your face? Wait, what is that? This is like a Family Guy bit where I think it's like Phantom of the Opera, and someone's like, show us your ugly face. Oh, I think it was Peter. They were watching the Phantom of the Opera. They were watching the play or whatever. You just hear him in the audience, like, show us your face. Your nose better be piggy under there or something like that. I'm just gonna charge straight. Oh, missed. Okay, great. Wait, I should have. Wait, it doesn't matter. I better attack these first.
They'll beg me to stop!
Wait, these are gonna be... Let me look. Damage reduction. Why do they have damage reduction? It has to be... Oh, here it is. Old iron. Okay, well... And I have no actual, like... She charge at least? She can't. I gotta get rid of this guy because he's gonna cast this thing. There it is. There it is. I knew it. There's a... Do they stack?
Go!
There has to be like a way to remove this. Are they nauseated? Is that what it is? Yeah. She had no. I think nauseated comes after sickness, right? Bruh. Okay, well.
Go for their hearts!
I'm just gonna die.
Just a little more.
And I can't do anything, right? I can't use potions, nothing.
I shall not falter. Forgive me.
Dead, of course. Or knocked down, doesn't matter, same thing. Whose turn is it? It doesn't matter. She can't do anything. It has... Wait, how do I look? Character, abilities, yeah. Oh, shaken. Shit. Alright, well.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
I'll cut you wide open.
Did she fall down or die? Two turns, bro. That is wild.
The spirits demand your blood!
The misses are crazy.
You are today's sacrifice!
She's still poisoned, right? She's not. She'd be fine. Holy brother.
I will not
That
falter.
stinking cloud shit is just, it's too much, man. It's too much. I have no other potions. Bro, the rolls on this are they're garbage. And she has dexterity damage.
Our path leads on. The deep...
As soon as you step into the chamber, your vision seems to darken and your knees buckle. You struggle to keep your balance. The air in here is laden with the power coming from the stone. Suddenly, your head is filled with voices, screaming, whispering, cackling, threatening voices pleading for help. Shrieking curses and taunts. You blink, and the illusion passes.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious ward stone. But what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand. But wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you. There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious ward stone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom.
Jesus, calm down.
Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves.
I don't get it. What exactly are they doing? They're doing some kind of like, obviously turning it from like good beacon to bad beacon. What is it gonna do? Is it gonna make people spontaneously combust?
So you have a choice. Especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof. Pledge your loyalty to Baphomet. And when the world falls, its ruins shall be yours.
I don't even know who you are.
You've already forgotten me. You mortals have awfully short memories. Even shorter than your little lives. Staunton, sweetums. Don't you want to introduce me to your friends properly? No? Well, I'd better do it myself. I am Minagho, Lily Tue and faithful servant of Baphomet, and leader of his armies. The city is mine now. I'm just starting to settle in, get things just how I like them. But once I'm finished, I promise you, the results will be simply to die for.
Yeah, like the lore and stuff I get, like what's happening more or less and stuff like that. It's just like the actual like stats and skills of characters, like making the character, like the classes and everything. That's what I have trouble with. Sometimes the lore is a little confusing, but for the most part I get it.
And it was such a charming little place until you sullied it with your presence. It had such lovely boulevards, quiet and shaded. You took those away from me, and I shan't forgive you for that.
They've done much worse things than spoil the promenades. All the people they've killed.
Yes, of course, you're right. I grieve for the common folk as well.
Grieve for the common folk. You feel righteous fury, righteous fury swell within you. How dare this demon besmirch the ground of this beautiful world with her hooves? A world created by the gods and cultivated by mortals. And these cultists, how dare they betray all that is sacred in this world and join forces of the foulest evil? Can they repent and redeem themselves, or have they followed the path of evil past the point of no return? The wardstone seems to sense your thoughts. The chamber grows slightly brighter.
Well, quite what am I doing to it? Probably the same thing I did to many of your comrades. Sweetly and tenderly persuading it to abandon the mortals and join our side.
No, I picked, elf, I think. Half elf? I think it's elf I picked.
Prepare to fight to the death, demon! We won't let that happen.
I don't know. Okay. Echoing the holy flame erupting from your hand, the light also gets brighter and brighter until it floods the chamber. You hear the voices again, stronger now. They repeat your words like a choir of angels.
Hey, no eyes! Didn't you tell us that heaven had turned its back on us and no one would come to our aid?
What? Oh, wait, okay.
I'm done with this shit! I only followed this hoofed menace because I thought the Crusaders had it, and there was no other way to protect my family. But now I see that there is hope. I won't bow before these heinous idols ever again. If they kill me, at least I'll die a decent death.
Well, if this guy was so worried about being good, why would he turn in the first place?
Yes! Return to our side, friends! Have courage! We will welcome you back, and heaven never abandoned you, no matter what this deceiver told you.
Yeah.
Turncoat, I'll cut out your heart.
We'll see how tough you really are. We let you frighten us once, but it won't happen again.
Save the last one for me.
Who's going? Oh, Sela. Said I put, whatever. Maybe I should cast. Wait, what is it? It is Whale Save, which is Wisdom? I think, right? Yeah. Does everyone have high stats? Will it move me in range? It will.
So, there.
Okay, well that was a waste. Oh my.
I'm tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the Ward Stone? Here's a little demonstration.
The demoness whispers a spell and a wave of darkness sweeps through the chamber. Your companions wince in pain, but it is nothing compared to what you feel. Thousands of voices once again burst into your mind, drowning you in their moans, screams, and sobs. Pain rocks through your skull.
Iomedae is with us!
Yes, yes.
I don't like that character. He sounds annoying. The roar of voices blends into an unbearable wall of screaming. Your vision goes dark. Yeah. I don't know why.
Praise
It
Iomedae, you
sounds
woke up.
like she sounds annoying.
Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry we'd lost you. We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back.
Upon cultist dispatch in the dungeon. Seems they are holed up in the Tower of Estrad.
Demons have been filling Canabras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. I'd be grateful if you snuck in there and scouted out the situation. But just scouting. Don't be a hero.
Okay. I'll be sure to do that.
Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting. You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabris, but every city with a Wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomede's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss. The Wardstones are a gift of Iomede. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the Celestial armies. The Wardstones keep the World Wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabris Obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the Abyss. First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Wardstone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone. Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the Storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the Storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the Storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use.
Okay, I'll be sure to do that.
The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabris, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori. A new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back.
Okay.
May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canabris still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Inevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Wait, so they're just giving me their stuff? So I'm guessing this is like a base now.
I will guide us.
For this entire time, I mean, I know they would need to, like, obviously write dialogue, get around it, and code everything, but the fact that I have a wolf following me and no one ever mentions it, Mind if I bend your ear about something? Evie is outside your door, leaning casually against the shelf. So here's the first and most important thing. Beth gave you a crucial mission. I get that, and I know you'll get the job done. I saw you in action. But here's the rub. By sending you out on an errand, we're weakening our defenses here. If they come at us while you're gone, I don't know if we'll be able to fight them off. Thing seems clear so far. What else do you wish to discuss? Your guess is as good as mine. I might not be here. They could attack the whole damn city. Or it might not be here. Those vermin know they've lost the upper hand. We're going to push back hard. If things kick off here, you should know after they attack, some things could be changed beyond recognition. So if you've got any business that needs taken care of, you'd better do it soon. Your task is far too important. You can't just hold up here all cozy like, waiting for the demons to knock on the door. We need to take the fight to them. But if those freaks try to make a move on this place, Beth will send a runner to get you. If that happens, you leg it back here, alright? Because if you don't, you'll be coming back to an ash pile. Got it? Yeah. Like I said, I do notice like a lot of stuff. It is pretty reactive to some of the stuff you make, and it gets referenced. It's just kind of funny because how like in the very beginning they find you like wounded and unconscious like outside their city walls, and you have this wolf following you. So the rift that damn beetle left with it. Wait, what? Oh, the rift that damn beetle left with its side. Yeah, we'll cut it. It cut the city into two, and it's kind of difficult to get across. My scouts tell me there's a halfway decent place to set up a crossing in Market Square. Not that any of them tried to make it. Tried, tried it to make sure. But if you've got a mind to go across, I think you're gonna have to eventually. You might want to give the square a once-over. We're like 5 quests now. I gotta talk to this guy and get my money. Numbers to force the demons out of the tower. She prefers to confine her actions to scouting and information gathering for now. Find the storyteller. Ruins of Canaveral must be found at all costs. Okay, so I gotta get my money. I gotta go to the tower. I gotta find this elf. Potential allies may be found in most unlikely of places. Gather allies, and how many people are still alive? Wait. Who knows when the demons will deal the final blow to the defender's heart? Next wave of attack could have unexpected consequences, not only for the Crusaders barricaded in the tavern, but for the city at large. Find Jana Aldori. These were the people from the first, or from Kingmaker, right? The Aldori Sword Lords. Alright, so I got a bunch of trash on me. Staunton Vein. Vein. The dwarf resembles an abandoned citadel, one whose high, crumbling walls are still holding fast, but who's empty. Lightless windows make it clear that all inside is dead. Oh, it's you. Good work back there in the Grey Garrison. Name's Staunton Vein. If you've heard rumors about me, his face, which looks like has never known anything as carefree as a smile, grimaces. Just so you know, everything people say about me is true. Oh. What do people say about you? Say I'm a traitor, as bad as Arilu Vorlesh. Much rage among crusaders is that of Aureliu Vorlesh, the Sarkorian witch who initiated the opening of the world wound and later its expansion. Condemned for using arcane magic, persecuted in Sarkoris, and imprisoned in the Tower of Threshold near the city of Iz. Aureliu Vorlesh conducted the ritual and paved the way for the demonic invasion and left her land to be tormented by the Lord Discari, Demon Lord Discari. Some mysterious means, the witch transformed herself, changing from an ordinary human into a half-demon. Over the following century, Crusaders encountered Aureliu Vorlesh or the results of her experiments a few times, but they learned nothing more of Discari's henchwoman. She holds a high position in the ranks of the Army of the Abyss and bears the title of Architect of the World Wound. Drama disgrace even among the ranks of the condemned. The Queen Galfrey should never have spared me, and it belonged to on the gallows. Petty criminals conscripted as disposable soldiers and frontline fodder. Oh my. Galfrey. Oh wait, I think I read this already. Absolute monarch, the Crusader state of Mendev. Leader of Mendevian Crusades. While today the name of the Crusader Queen is known throughout the Inner Sea region, it's easy to forget that Galfrey did not start her role of Mendev as a paladin of Iomedae, but rather of Earldin. Oh yeah, okay, now I remember. She like changed later. The world would open forever changed Mendev. Galfrey was still untested as a young ruler was forced to deal with the death of her god, while simultaneously rallying her nation against the Abyssal. Right, she like heard Iomedae's voice, and then she like got her faith back, and they're like, she was like so successful or whatever. They're like, we need her to be around, and they started giving her like potion or something. Yeah, here we go. The Sun Orchid Elixir. Yeah, so I have read some of this stuff. I just don't remember it right away. The Storyteller. Stanton strokes his beard and thought, a strange old fellow that one. He used to sit with me for hours, asking about all sorts of things. He never offered judgment or comfort, he just listened. At first, I wanted him and his questions as far away from me as possible, but later I realized that talking to him did ease my burden a little. I hope he is alive and well. He's completely blind and feeble too. So if he's alone in the city, well, you probably know what it means. I do know one place he might be. Look for him in the Black Wing. It's a library. Here, I'll show you where it is on the map. I don't know what use the library is to a blind elf, but he loved the place. Would sit there day and night. Why do they hate you? You really don't know. Staunton gives you a long, morose look, then sighs. I'm the reason why the Crusade forces are holed up in the fortresses, on the edge of the world wound. Instead of bringing the fight to the demons, we used to have a foothold in the wound, the mighty, unassailable city of Dresden. We used to have it until it fell, and all because of my stupidity. I gave the enemy our main citadel. World wound is an unnatural blight and is a rift to the abyss opened on the material plane. It appeared shortly after the death of the god Erldin, at the beginning of the Age of Lost Omens. So it's basically like a portal. Right, okay. I was tried. They wanted to execute me, and rightly so, but the queen intervened. She said that I should live and fight in order to undo what I had done. So that's how I live, decade after decade, fighting in the condemned. The dwarf shrugs. As you can see, I have fixed nothing, and I have earned no one's forgiveness. Are you going to spit in my face too? It wouldn't surprise me. Hope you earn forgiveness. You keep living, fighting with no hope of anything better because that's what the Queen ordered you to do. There is honor in that. Uh, Thank you. From the depths of my soul, I thank you. But I haven't had hope for a long, long time. A whole city fell because of you. How is that possible? What do you mean, how? The night glares at you from beneath his furrowed brows. If you don't trust the word of a condemned, go ask somebody else, like my little brother Joran. And if you still don't believe it, what's it to me? But if you're about to ask me to recount the story of my disgrace for the thousandth time, don't. Okay, sure. I couldn't have survived this long if I were completely alone. Doran, my little brother, he keeps me going. He's never abandoned me. Everyone else shies away from me like they might catch what I've got. Even fighters and the condemned console themselves by thinking, I got stripped of my rank, but at least I'm not Staunton. That's kinda messed up. Commander Terrorblade seems to be the only person in the whole army who remembers that I'm a soldier and not a drudge. She has no qualms about taking me into battle. She's had some mud flung at her in the past, or so I hear. That's why she tries to keep an open mind about people. It's no surprise that she's the only one to hold on to her sense of reason in this farce. Surely you paid your penance by now. That's not up to me to decide. My life is in the Queen's hands. He falls silent for a moment, and then in a trembling voice adds, the condemned isn't the worst part. All these years I have prayed to Torag for forgiveness. Countless times I have gone to his priest, countless times I've kneeled before his altar. If only the father of dwarven kind would answer my prayers just once, not to restore what I've lost, but just to tell me that I am still one of his children. But it seems that he doesn't give a damn about me. What can I expect from mere mortals when my own God doesn't think I deserve redemption? Torag has renounced you. Perhaps you should turn to another deity. Serenray, for instance, teaches that everyone who repents sincerely should be forgiven. No, I couldn't. Staunton interrupts you. You can't choose your God, just like you can't choose your family, your race, or your homeland. If your father renounces you, you can't just choose another father. It's the same story with Torag. You know what, Barrett? Well, I guess. I mean, there's plenty of people who have, like, switched gods, haven't there? Been? Unless he's, like, specifically talking about Torag. I mean, for a dwarf, I guess it makes sense. Go on then. Maybe we'll see each other again. Yeah, maybe. Camellia looks you over pensively, toying with the snake-shaped bone amulet that dangles from her pale neck. Noticing your glance, she flashes you a cold, barely there smile. Greetings. It seems for a moment that she wants to say something else, but the pause grows too long, and she slips back into a cautious silence. Tell me about yourself. You want to know more about me than you already do. Why? Camellia arches a dainty brow. I talk to the spirits of this tormented land, and they guide me in battle. I'll help you fight the demons, and I swear that you can rely on me in this matter. Isn't that sufficient? Well, I mean, if we're gonna be fine together, sure, I guess. I had good teachers, although they don't get all the credit. I am a most diligent student. Camellia licks her parched lips. If she keeps rubbing that amulet, where did you get it? A little trinket. It's so nice of you to notice, but I assure you, this amulet is nothing but a bauble. Can a lady not be drawn to a beautiful, useless thing? I mean, it's a snake skull amulet, but okay. You're much more relaxed during combat. Your battle cries are uninhibited. Yeah, she's the one screaming that she's gonna like turn the world crimson and go for the heart and stuff like that. She blushes slightly and lowers her eyes. So you've noticed. To be honest, I find it embarrassing. You see, being a shaman means having spirits of battle as my ever-present companion. In the heat of combat, they become rather vocal. Anyway, as much as I enjoy our delightful conversations, spirits are calling me, and I must respond. Please excuse me. Melia turns away, watching you out of the corner of her eye. Well, she's a little odd. Hey, yo, Horgus, give me my money. Oh, he did. Here, take this. Yes, it's 2,000 coins. Take your payment and remember that Horgus Squirm always keeps his word. You helped me get back to the surface, and I duly paid you for escorting me. Now, speaking of our future cooperation, why is he like yelling at me? Is he happy yelling or is he angry yelling? Horgus looks at you with unvarnished disapproval. His arms folded across his chest, his foot tapping impatiently. I have a job that would be perfect for someone like you. Naturally, I'll pay generously for your services. What do you mean a job for? Yeah, hey, yeah, actually, what do you mean a job for someone like me, man? For an adventurer ready to sell their soul for booty. I don't know if that describes me, but okay. And then lie down drunk in the gutter. Or do you think you're somehow different? A traveling knight, perhaps, a noble of heart, but without a coin to your name. Orgus sizes you up critically, then sighs and shrugs. You seem a reliable enough ally to me, and you did get me out of those mongrel caves. So why should I care what you do with my money once you've got it? Orgus seems like one of those people who think the entire world owes them something. However, you hear notes of hysteria beneath his smug arrogance. It's as though he's really quite nervous, but taking great pains to conceal it. Nervous? Wait, is he like... Is it gonna turn out he's like not actually... Well, he was rich, but he's not anymore. And he's like broke, so he wants me to like give him money back? Noble birth doesn't give you the right to behave badly. I would ask that you refrain from such statements in the future. Puts his hands on his hips. Oh really, how impudent. No one dares tell Horgus Worm how to address the rabble. You shall be my bodyguard. You see, I have good reason to return to my mansion here in Canabras. I still have... Well, it doesn't matter. It's none of your business. My mansion is a breathtaking building with a large garden in the wealthy part of the city. Even before the demons attacked, every thief and fraudster in the city tried to get inside one way or another. Shudder to imagine what the state it's in now. I have little hope that my guards were able to hold the mansion during the attack, and I expect that the servants fled when they saw the demons. Only Abadar knows what happened there since. Therefore, I would ask that you meet me at my mansion and guard me there until I complete my business. Surely it's not an actual, like, escort mission. Already asked the local paladins for help, but they have no desire to set foot outside the tavern. Damn cowards and traitors, that's what they are. Please do take Camellia with you. I trust that girl more than the rest of your gang. She is of noble birth, after all. Huh? I thought, like, nobles, like, hated each other. They're, like, always conspiring and plotting against each other. What kind of reward are we talking about? 1,000 gold coins, Horgus replies without hesitation. Should I tell him double it again? You know what? He was being rude, so yes. Oh. Never mind. For that kind of money, I could hire Queen Galfrey herself to guard me. 1,000 is my final offer. Okay, sure. Why not? Marvelous. Most excellent. Horus's face relaxes, smoothing a few of the tense. Okay, so obviously there's something very important there at his house that he's willing to risk his life for. I'll proceed to my mansion at once and wait for you there. Meanwhile, you needn't worry. I know the city like the back of my hand, but do hurry unless you want me to lower your reward. Well, if he's fine going there, why does he need me? This guy's up to something. I know it. A strange figure towers over the bar. Huge, ungainly man with skin so milky white that his blue veins are visible even from a distance. His bald head is equal parts lumpy and pitted, and blood-filled eyes stare impassively out at you from beneath his pale brows. The glass in the albino's large, clumsy hand looked dangerously delicate, as if one of those calloused fingers would be enough to crush it. A gold medallion engraved with a tankard gleams around his neck. That's that's the Kalen thing, right? The symbol or something. Yeah, Kalian. I'm a tavern keeper, best in the city, the best there's ever been, and I pray to the best god there is. Yeah, because I recognized that when I was looking up builds. One of them was like a drunken master build, and they were like, it doesn't really matter as long as it has chaotic good, but that's thematic or whatever. So who are you then? The albino takes your measure with his red eyes, and finally, with a gentle sigh, says, Gemel? Oh, wait, vampire? Gives you a long look of reproach, and suddenly grudgingly answers, no. Oh, he was probably being sarcastic because of the way he looks, and the fact that I took it seriously probably made him angry. How did you end up in a Crusader city? How did anyone end up here? How did you, or them? With a huge hand, the tavern keeper gestures at the ragtag group assembled in the room. The world is big, but still, there isn't a place for everyone. People who no longer have a life anywhere else, they end up here. Any news in the city? Albino looks around. There are demons everywhere, and you showed up. Oh, thanks for telling me, man. Many places in the city worth visiting. If you mean places that normal people usually stay well away from, there are plenty. Like the Pataxian wine cellar. Gemel pauses for effect, like the name of a place alone should make you quiver. Wasn't there... Pretty sure Kingmaker had something take place in this place, right? A band of vicious thieves made a hideout in the riverside hamlet known as Pitax. As they visited there year after year, the ill-gotten gold slowly transformed Pitax into something considerably larger than a simple, sleepy fishing village. Eventually, the bandits settled in Pitax permanently, building walls around the village, hiring sellswords to help defend against their enemies, and crowning themselves kings of a newfound realm. For this, Pitax became a permanent fixture of the River Kingdoms, able to survive and thrive for nearly 4 centuries while others around it withered and decayed. I don't remember what happened here, but I do remember going to that place. It once belonged to a Pitaxian trading house. Yeah, King or Irovetti. Yeah, I remember that guy. Came to power in Pitax and property started changing hands. Soon after, the seller's shop. Didn't we overthrow him or something? I don't remember what happened. Soon after, the seller's shop assistant was found in a ditch. Not all of him, mind, just his head. Oh, Numerian gangster. Wait, yeah, Numerian gangsters had taken possession of the place. They wanted to sell something stronger than wine on the street, and they ended up on the gallows. Then King Irovetti's number was up, so now their store stands empty and unclaimed. People say that a headless ghost wanders the place at night, moaning ghoulishly. After coming to the end of his story, unusually long by his standards, the tavern keeper takes a swig from his tankard. Just don't ask me how he makes any noise with no head. I wasn't there. I just tell it like I heard it. See, you're not one for talking. Gives you a long, mournful look and says nothing. Okay, sure, man. I should sell some of this stuff, right? I'm not gonna use... yeah, I don't need this. Yeah, I found a new recipe. Spicy pastry. To learn it, right-click it in your inventory and choose Memorize. Different recipes require different ingredients. Different bonuses. Yeah, I didn't do a lot of this in the other one. Copy recipe, it means? Okay, well, I did it, I think. Roll of grease. Wait, who can... Probably only those two people, right? Oh, she can't cast it. Okay. Probably don't need this since I'm wearing armor. So I will get... Bane, maybe? I'll get this. What can you cast? Cast Blast. Take Bane. Take a potion. Look at this, I have 21 of these. I doubt I'm ever going to use these. Roll of Cause Fear. Sure, you take this. I don't think she can cast anything. So take a potion of this. And this. And this, I guess. Sure. What's this also? Alright, I need to rest, right? That's how I get rid of this. Nivea in her muted colors blends in almost perfectly into the background. She appears relaxed, but her seemingly unfocused eyes are taking in everything around her, tracking and filtering potential threats. The only tell is the way she drums her fingers on her hip near her weapon sheath. She shows no signs of her injuries and confidently leans on her previously broken leg. She pretends to have just noticed you, even though she watched you approach from afar. Oh hey, see how they patched me up? Now I can run, jump, or dance a jig if I feel like. Alright, do it. There were a couple spots I wanted to check out, but I didn't have time. If there really is a den of cultists there, it would be good if you could swoop in there and bust some heads. You don't even need a search warrant. Okay. First one is the Silken Thread. It's a funny little tailor shop that doesn't take any orders and never buys any fabric. But they always seem oh so busy. They're busy with something and they're alright, but sewing ain't it. It ain't. Second one is the Alchemy Shop, Topaz Solutions. They trade in everything, not just healing potions. Judging by the ingredients they've been buying on the black market, there's something fishy about the alchemical rituals going down in that place. Tell me about yourself. Yeah, aptitude, but there's kinda nothing to tell. What's so interesting about me? How did you meet Arabeth? I was bumming around time a while back. A while back. Doing this and that. Desna. Oh, okay. The Great Dreamer, Lady Luck, and Mother Moon, Goddess of Dreams, Luck, Stars, and Travelers, is among the most ancient of deities, while her peers burden themselves with the task of creating Galorian. She spent her time building the heavens. She knew there would be plenty of time for her and her followers to explore the many wonders of the world later. She has changed little since those earlier days, and she and her followers delight in exploring the world. Esnan Temple sometimes gave me odd jobs, you know. Sometimes they needed people with skills like mine. On the surface, it was fine, I guess. After night, Nidal, the freedom of River Kingdom should have seemed like heaven. My chance to sit back and enjoy life, but I wasn't happy. There wasn't any joy in my new life. I was all alone. No one cared about me, and I didn't care about anybody either. I struggled to find a reason to drag myself out of bed every morning. Tying a stone around my neck and jumping into the nearest river started to look pretty appealing. One day, I was hired to follow some fellas who the local authorities suspected were Razmiran spies. The realm known as Razmiran, Razmaran was once just another turbulent, violent river kingdom, the Archduchy of Melkat, where leadership changed as often as the years. This ended in 4661. Land was conquered by Razmir, tyrant claiming to have ascended to godhood. I was stupid. I made a rookie mistake and they caught me. It's like my body had already decided what to do with my mind. Had already decided to do what my mind had been fighting. To finally put me out of my misery. Get someone else to kill me, since I didn't have the guts to do it myself. They grabbed me. I thought they'd gut me on the spot, but instead they hogtied me and dragged me off. Just like an animal going to the slaughter, my only thought was, let's get this over with. They brought me to their stinking cave, threw me on their altar, and I realized who it was. Kuthites. The deity Zan Kuthon, also known as the Midnight Lord, the Dark Prince, and the Prince of Pain, God of Darkness, Envy, Loss, and Pain, possesses one of the most twisted and evil minds in the Great Beyond. His position as God of Pain is well earned, and he has been the root of countless tortures, murders, and the worst throughout time. He was once a benevolent demigod named Dubrawl, but was corrupted when he traveled to the far dark places between the plains and turned in his current form. His half-sister, Shaylin, still holds out hope that she can redeem him, though the Lord of Shadows knows no sign of remorse or compassion. Nidal is one of the oldest surviving countries in Avestan, having been founded during the uncounted years of Age of Darkness. Even though it is now beholden to the neighboring infernal realm of Cheliax, it retains significant autonomy to pursue its own shadowy goals. They tracked me down after all those years, but I didn't care anymore. Wouldn't have cared if they'd eaten me or whatever. We all gotta go sometime, right? So I was lying there, staring at those knives pointed at me, when fate rolled the dice and I hit the jackpot. Erebeth. There she was, storming into the cave. Picture it. I'm lying on an altar with all these knife-wielding maniacs around me. Suddenly, Erebeth storms in. I thought it was Iomedae herself, fierce in her shining armor with her gleaming sword raised. She made quick work of those scumbags, chopped them up just like that. I didn't even have time to blink. She untied me, and then Anivia's face lights up as she chuckles. She looked through the papers they had on the table, and she started swearing like a sailor. So much for Iomedae. Where are you from? Nowhere. I was blown in by the wind and found in a cabbage patch. Sorry, that's an old habit of mine. I don't like blabbing about my past, but you saved my skin, so I guess I kinda owe it to you to not clown around, right? From a Nidal, and I wouldn't wish my homeland on my worst enemy. You've heard of the place, I'm sure, ruled by monsters that aren't alive nor dead, and the official religion is the cult of Zan Kutan. I grew up in a slum, like a weed between the cobblestones. I didn't have a dad, but I had lots of aunts and uncles. My mom's cronies. No prize for guessing the kind of business she was involved in. They gave me a set of lockpicks as soon as I could hold a spoon, and while other kids were picking their noses, I was picking locks. And when I was 12, the monks of the Silent Shroud came for us. Creepy guys with their mouths sewn shut. They're the guards in Nizro. Mom gave me to her friends, and we hid it in a secret temple of Desna. I never saw my mom again. I lay low in the temple for the next few years, kept my head down. I washed the floors, fetched water, listened to sermons. Funny thing, after a while, I started liking Desna's teachings, but as soon as I was old enough, I was out of there. I left the Nidal and got as far away as I could. Quite a ragtag group you've got here, from nobles to street thieves. You got that right. Only the best for you. What do you do if the knights and nobles fail to save the world? The lowlifes are our only hope. How did you end up in Canabras? After almost becoming a human sacrifice, I knew I never wanted to leave Erebeth's side. Desna knows I fell for her instantly, and I fell hard. My misery was gone, and when Erebeth showed me what was in those papers, proof that the cultists had a nest in her home city, well, I offered to help without a second thought. She must have figured I couldn't wait to get my revenge on the cultists, but I didn't give a damn about them. It was her. I'd go anywhere with her, even on a crusade or into the jaws of a dragon. But I took to life in Canabras like a duck to water. I used to be an outcast wherever I went, but half of the crusaders are the same. After all, who'd volunteer to tangle with demons on the edge of the abyss? You gotta be either a goody two-shoes with too much honor and free time, or a misfit with no life out in the normal world with normal people. People come here to run away from their debts, their past, from themselves, so I fit right in. It's like living. Without her, I wouldn't be. Seriously, if I were alone, I'd definitely be gone by now. Sure, sometimes we argue, can't deny that. Sometimes we bang our fist on the table and yell so loud that the walls shake, but that's all about order business. But at home, well, I'll give you an example. I've kinda always wanted to move out of that broom closet we call a house and into somewhere cozier. It ain't like they take a vow of poverty at the Eagle Watch, but every month, somehow, most of our spare money is spent on Crusader business. Sure, I get mad about it, but Anevia makes a helpless gesture. It's part of why I love her so much. You know, Irabeth has that thing that matters most for a person, a purpose in life. She's always got a reason for whatever she's doing. Her whole life is a crusade, and I just drifted around like a leaf in the wind till Desna brought us together. Now she's the meaning of my life, and so it really makes no difference if we live in a mansion or under a bush. Thank you. Nothing official. I'm not even a knight, you know. I just hang around. You sure you want to know the details? Catching traitors and spies and cultists is no walk in the park. It's a delicate job. You can always do it, all within the letter of the law. What if we surprise some suspicious blighter with an official search? Everyone will know about it long before long, starting with their cronies. And again, sneaking into people's houses at night ain't exactly legal. Crusaders can't be doing stuff like that, can they? Well, I'm not exactly a knight. She trolls off. Okay. That is a lot of dialogue. Who is this guy? Visali Rathamus. A stout old man with a fuzzy gray beard mumbles a prayer. He looks as tired as everyone else in the tavern, but determination is stamped upon his haggard face. Oh wait, the Game Awards are gonna start soon. Oh, he sells stuff. Who's that boy with you? Kiado is the shepherd. Kato the shepherd, my apprentice. He's a smart boy and his faith is strong. He served Erastil, though, but there's still something he can learn from an old servant of Abadar. He'll be a great cleric when he gets a little older. Well, who are you? Rector of the local temple of Abadar. Temple is gone though, and if we snooze here for much longer, the city will be lost as well. What kind of help can I expect from you? I sell scrolls. I have a lot of them. Something for every emergency. Second, while you're here in the tavern, I can read one for you. Guaranteed, no surprises, but you'd better not go into the city without a cleric. I won't be going there myself. I'm too old and my powers aren't needed here. Okay. So basically, if I have a spell that I can't cast with someone, he can cast it for me. These are very expensive. Boots allow the wearer gain extra movement while moving through hazardous areas. While using acrobatics to avoid provoking an attack of opportunity, the wearer gains a +5 on mobility checks, and whenever they make a successful one, they gain +1 to attack rolls for 1 round. And the wearer of this ring is blood raging and casts a spell. DC is increased by 1. Chiado, I believe that help is already on the way. The queen will not leave us to die. Yeah, man, sure she won't.
Forwards.
Wait, I can go to the cellar. Born autumn haze. Tall, fragile elf sits in front of you, eyes closed. He is as pale as a ghost, his arm wrapped in a blood-stained bandage. You spot other bandages on his body under his clothes, but even in such a miserable state, he manages to keep calm. Raising his eyes to meet yours, he says faintly, "I'm Foreign Autumn Haze, at your service." His pale lips are reddened by blood, but you see no signs of pain or fear in his gray eyes. "You need help, man?" Gives you a sad smile in response. "Thank you, my kin. I expected no less from you. But save your strength. The healers here have already tended to my wounds to the best of their abilities. However, the arrows that pierced me were poisoned, and only I can fight off the poison's effects. Who are you?" Born Autumn Haze, son of Kyonin, born in Iadara, defender of the woodland border in days long past. Presently, a dark hunter in the name of Calistria, the unquenchable fire. He draws off for a moment, then continues. Surrounded by other peoples, I've grown unaccustomed to speaking with my kin. I've missed this. Homeland of the Elven race in Galeria. Kyonin was almost completely evacuated by the elves just before the fall of the Starstone. They only recently, by Elven standards, returned to Galarian, reclaimed their ancient homeland, and have become an isolationist realm, allowing few non-Elven visitors into their mist-shrouded capital. Who wounded you? A sinner and accomplice to the demons. The quarry I am hunting in this inhospitable place. Trust me, bro. Of course, my kin. I am always glad of the company of those who know our language and our ways. Who is your quarry here in Mendev? I am hunting a fugitive, a Discarite by the name of Kalesa. It pains me to admit there are heinous malefactors such as her among our noble kind. I managed to catch up to her in Canabras, I wounded her. Then demons appeared, and the city was engulfed in flames. I was injured in the battle that ensued, and couldn't free her soul from its service to her dark masters. He expresses no anger or hatred as he speaks, only compassionate sorrow. You're not that great of a hunter, it would seem. I'm not gonna be rude. I'm sorry for your misfortune. I hope things will turn out differently next time. He bows his head sincerely and with dignity. I will not fail you, my kin. You are our people. I wish to aid you in your hunt. Thorn covers his eyes warily. I thank you, but this is my mission, and I'm used to facing all manner of terrors on my own. I do appreciate your willingness to help. If you happen to meet Kalesa, take caution. She has turned many innocent souls to the path of evil, and the darkness has rewarded her with many gifts. Her appearance alone will tell you that it is warped. The agate skin, the malicious stare of her blood-red eyes, the bestial teeth. She's more monster than elf at this point. The outcast. He focuses his piercing gray eyes on you. That miscreant is a disgrace to our people, which means we must bring her transgression to an end. Should you meet her, my kin, I ask that you show her no mercy. Knowledge. What does Kalesa look like again? I failed. Skin is dark, her hair preternaturally white. Her red eyes can see perfectly in the dark. which to my dismay I've come to know from experience, but bright light causes her kind pain. They use an alchemical powder that explodes in a dazzling flash, and she cried out as if I had stabbed her. So she's some kind of hybrid demon, maybe? I don't know because I failed the knowledge check, but okay. This woman is a faithful servant of darkness. That marks that Kalesa master. The marks that Kalesa's masters have left on her appearance say as much. I already know. Okay, I think I'm done with this guy. People tend to believe that identity is the sum of a person's actions and the events that happen to them. For them, I am one of the long line of warriors of Kyonin who, since his youth, has dedicated himself to hunting evil and injustice. For them, I am successful and capable huntsman who has tracked down and slain many great monsters. Yeah, I think I'm still in the prologue. I don't know what this is. I think I'm in the prologue. But it's fun so far. But I am an elf, and for me, my identity has a different meaning. It is shaped by the place where I was born, and that I love so deeply. I am shaped by what I find beautiful and what makes my heart quicken. By the fears that come to me in the dead of night. By the things I find so intolerable that at the sight of them my very core darkens and fills with poison. Thus, to tell you who I am, I would require many days and much candor, which is more than you and I have at our disposal. Yeah, maybe, because I think I finished. I know there is a prologue. I think I finished it when I exited the shield maze or whatever it was. Why did you choose to be a hunter of evil? Because I am the son of a noble and proud nation. We are sometimes criticized for our arrogance, but no one dares doubt our honor. When a crime is committed, we cannot turn a blind eye. If we were to abandon our obligation to oppose evil, if we were to surrender this obligation to other races, we would also relinquish our preeminence. Giving you a meaningful look, Horn adds forcefully. Surely you understand, my kin. Yeah, I get it, man. Good fortune to you. So I have another quest. This one. Gray hair, dark skin, scarlet eyes, and warn just how deadly she can be in a fight. So I don't know where she is, I just know she's here. Okay. And then the other one, the Burning City. Right. The elf. I gotta find him at the library, maybe. And then this guy, I gotta go to his house and escort him.
We march ahead.
Oh. Surrender thy soul, Delvin. Iomade, protect us. Got you again. How many times is that today? Take your jokes and shove them, Tiefling. Easy there, Chief. Don't hit me. What is going on here? Can I just loot all this stuff? Okay, yeah, I'll just take it all, I guess.
Our
leads on.
These guys are just watching me take everything. The button won't budge. What about this button? Oh. What does this do though? Is this for this? No. Maybe. Let's talk to these people. Go ahead. Don't take too long though. What are you talking? Did he say something and I didn't notice? Oh, I think he's just saying, like, go ahead and talk to him. He's just assuming. Alright.
Hey, Chief! Ooh, hey, gorgeous. Come over here.
Jeff.
I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
The young tiefling sits cross-legged on the floor. He looks relatively calm for someone in shackles, but his tail whips back and forth in agitation. Noticing your attention. Is it tiefling or tiefling? I don't remember. Sits up and beckons you over. Hey, Chief. Hey, gorgeous. Come over here. I want to talk to you about something. Something really important.
Quit bothering the decent people in here, Woljif, or I'll knock your teeth out!
Woljif.
What's it to you, Delvin Dum-Dum? You were told to guard me, and I'm not stopping you. But no one told me I had to shut my trap.
Who are you?
Woljif. Woljif Jefto. I deal in useful things. I can get you whatever you want. Anything. But there's just one problem.
What do you want from me,
I'll
man?
lay it out for you. Simple job, 30 minutes tops. We go someplace, talk to someone, and in return, whatever you want, I'll get it for you. Some extra rations? No problem. Armor, weapons, scrolls, you name it. It's as good as yours. If you need my help with something, whistle and I'll be there. I'm handy enough with knives too, and even my magic know-how isn't too shabby.
What a load of guff! If you were good at magic, you wouldn't be stuck in here now, would you?
He's got you there.
Don't you listen to him, Chief. He'd find fault with the Queen herself. I'll be useful to have in battle, and I'll sell whatever you want at a reasonable price. It's your lucky day. You won't meet another gem like me in Canabras.
I can't help you while you're chained up here. How can I free you? First off, why are you in chains?
Does it really matter? Don't get hung up on the past, Chief. Don't look to the future. Live in the here and now.
He was caught thieving.
Of course he was. Your shadow, what was that?
Get me out of here and I'll tell you. And don't worry, it's not contagious.
I don't like the way you laughed.
That's easy. You know Irabeth? Feisty looking gal, always wears armor. You can't miss her. She's the meanest fighter in the whole city. When you see her, put in a good word for me, will ya? Tell her there's this guy Woljif locked up for no good reason in the Defender's Heart. Well, for the follies of his youth. And he really wants to get out on bail so he can keep up his good behavior and make a contribution to society. You got that? Will you do it?
Yeah, man, you can join the Condemned or whatever it is.
I knew I could count on you. Knew it the moment I laid eyes on you.
What does it say? Woljif, a thief languishing in Defender's Heart, asked the passing stranger to speak to Irabeth and free him. Wait, she left, right? I have to go find her now.
I will guide.
I think I talked to everyone that I can, except for her and these people. Wenduog's tense stance reveals her constant vigilance. Her eyes are focused and resolute. Noticing you, she lets you speak first, bowing respectfully. Mistress, I am at your service. I want to know more about you. Underground warrior looks flattered, raising her chin proudly. You can ask me anything, mistress. Tell me about your life in the caves. Life was better than an uplander might think. You're surrounded by rock on all sides. It's sturdy, dependable. When you hide in a crack, you know for sure you're safe. Not like here. All this empty space around you, you always have to be on guard in case an arrow flies from any direction and hits you. Life underground is calmer somehow. Sure, there is less food in the caves than here, but the amount of food that uplanders have, it's too much. Don't you see, mistress, how many fat uplanders there are? Why do they eat so much, like cattle fattened up to make for tastier meat? We only had one fat person in our tribe, and that was Soul. And he was only fat because he was old. But up here, everything just seems fairer in the caves. When there isn't enough food for the weak, they die. The lazy die. The sick in the head and the body die. Only the strong and skilled survive, and the blood becomes thicker, tougher. What do you think of life on the surface? Wonderwog scoffs arrogantly. Life among the uplanders, you mean? Your customs are strange. The huntress casts a glance at you and corrects herself quickly. I mean theirs, not yours, mistress. You are strong and clever, but I look at the other uplanders and wonder. Have you seen how proud they are of their weakness? Look, my hands are so soft. I've never done anything with them in my entire life because noble blood runs through my veins. True, I guess. What does it matter who someone's parents are? I am the daughter of a former chief of the tribe, so what? Is this what they respect and fear me for? Saul became the chief because he was old, experienced, and smart. After him, I might become the chief because I am strong and even smarter. But these weaklings wouldn't have lasted a day in our caves. Wenduwog's eyes narrow warily. Everything is strange here, but it's alright, mistress. We'll put things right, won't we? What happened between you and Lan? Wenduwog shrugs disdainfully. He is a good hunter, but not too clever. A bit of an idiot, really. He was the strongest in the tribe after me, that's why I kept him close. His heart is soft, unlike his body. The hunter smiled shamelessly. But then I met you, and I didn't need land anymore. Now I only want to hunt with you. I can tell you're proud of your strength. Wenduwog throws her shoulders back proudly. Of course, let everyone see who is standing before them. The weak must obey the strong if they don't want to be reminded of their place. Even when I was a snot-nosed little cave rat, I could bring neithers twice my age to heal, because I fear nothing and no one, pain least of all. I was showered with praise and compliments. The best hunters of other tribes wanted me. But what did that matter to me? The moment you start listening to flatteries, the moment you get soft and die. No, I always pushed myself further, challenging myself, taking myself to the very edge. Many times I almost died, but I always came back stronger. I earned all my strength on my own, and if anyone didn't respect that, I just grabbed my knife. That's why I became the best hunter in the tribe. On the surface, your people are called mongrels, but I take it you don't like that term. The huntress shrugs her shoulders. Let the uplanders call us whatever they want. It doesn't matter. I know what they're trying to do. By giving us that stupid nickname, they are asserting their status and their superiority over us. But it's normal to try and dominate a stranger you just met. That's expected. When my kin conquer the lands on the surface, people will call us by whatever name we choose. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, but okay. Why do you serve me? Wenduog gives you a bland smile because you are winning, and I want to be with the winner. I don't like sharing food and fire with weaklings. I prefer people like you. And also because being close to you is a good way to live. I love life. I'm young and strong. It makes sense to eat, drink, screw, and kill enemies while you are young. Not when you are 30,000 gongs old and shriveled up like Soul. As long as I'm your servant, I can have fun as I like and order around anyone I want. Who will dare defy me? No one. Her eyes drift half closed in smug satisfaction. Your hard life has made you cold-hearted and cruel. You will have to show more restraint on the surface. I can guarantee you fun and entertainment. Chill for me, and you will get everything you've been dreaming for. Wenduog shoots you a feral grin. It's good we understand each other, mistress, as we neither say. We hunt in the same cave. Okay. That was only one thing. All that dialogue for one option. Let's talk about you serving Oscilla. Uncertainty sparks in Wenduog's eyes, and she curls her spider legs on her back closer to her body. Of course, mistress, but now I only serve you. Has someone said something about me? What did you do for the demons? I brought my kin to their lairs so they could join the demon army and accept the power given to them. I made my tribe stronger. Later, once we no longer needed the demons, my powerful kin would have fought for me. The huntress shoots you a grim and bloodthirsty grin. Right. Aren't you ashamed of betraying your kin? Wenduog replies respectfully but defiantly. I know that Sol would have called me a traitor, but for one reason only. He grew old and cowardly. I accepted the same fate as my fellow tribesmen. I ate the flesh too, and for many gongs I thrashed with fever, growling like an animal, lunging at anyone and everyone, my body burning from the inside. But I handled it because I was the strongest of them all. Not a single day have I regretted the power I gained, and that's why I'm not ashamed of sharing my power with my tribe. I mean, in the world of like D&D, there's so many ways to gain power. Why would you just like automatically choose this route? Why did you decide to switch allegiance? I was only serving the demons because they promised me power, and only for as long as they had something to offer me. Wenduog chuckles, revealing her sharp teeth, but Oscilla can't offer me anything now she's dead. And I was never going to risk my life for her. You were a true leader, one worth following. The huntress says in a fawning tone, I don't know. You're kinda suspicious. How can I trust you? Wenduog's voice gains a fervent edge. Why would I betray you, mistress? You are the strongest. It would be stupid to defect to your enemies and die along with them. No, I am not that dumb. Kinda don't believe you, but it doesn't really matter. I don't want to tell her to stop. And I don't really care about the mongrels. The huntress gazes at you with devotion. Thank you for talking to me, mistress. Holy. She might be my favorite character so far. Her and Camellia. Let me just save it. Okay. Hilor. Who's Hilor? A tall, athletic man greets you. His hair is prematurely gray and shorn close to his head in a military style. He is lean and well-groomed. A monocle twinkles coldly in his eye. The bold set of his jaw and his large but agile frame attest that here is a man who is always ready to be on the move. Greetings, I am Hilor, Venture Captain of the Pathfinder Society. I am the superior officer among the Pathfinders in this region of Mendev. However, the Society is running almost no operations here right now. Besides me, there are almost no Pathfinders here. Actually, I'm only stuck here because of an old feud with the demon worshipper known as Spinner of Nightmares. I've had to work alone without support of the Society, but I've made a lot of acquaintances among the local mercenaries and daring fighters. If you need any good finders for an honest cause, talk to me. Okay. Pathfinder Society is a globe-spanning organization based in Absalom. Membership consists primarily of Pathfinders, adventurers who travel throughout Golarion, usually inconspicuously, and explore, delve, and otherwise experience the lesser-seen parts of the world. They send journals documenting their travels back to their venture captains, who also assign them new missions and suggest new places to explore. The most exciting and illuminating of these journals are compiled in the Pathfinder Chronicles, an ongoing series of books that collect the history and mystery of Golarion for its membership and general public. Tell me about your confrontation with the Spinner of Nightmares. It all began with the task of the Pathfinder Society. I arrived in Nerozjan with my team to investigate the sudden death of a famous crusader, Baron Falrun. We soon focused in on a small hospital for the wealthy. While Falrun was being treated shortly before his death, it turned out that a gang of Baphomet's cultists, calling themselves the Labyrinth of Mind, had gotten a foothold at the hospital. They were obsessed with twisting the minds of their victims and targeted fragile people too weak to resist. The hospital was filled with perfect victims, isolated for weeks from the outside world, completely helpless, and when they returned, they were different, almost normal. But the moment they heard a certain phrase, something dark awoke in their mind, and they transformed into servants of Baphomet, ready to lie, betray, and even kill. The Labyrinth of Mind was preparing to infiltrate all of the elite circles in Mendev, but Baron Falrun stopped them. He was too loyal to his oath, and too resistant to their spells. He fought for his freedom until the strain broke his heart. We opened and cleaned the city of Baphomet's pit of vipers. Their den was a cradle of sin and filth. They cast spells on each other, and their loathsome fantasies stepped real from their minds into the world. They dreamt of horrible and forbidden things, and they fought like mad. We burned the place to the ground and slaughtered everyone we could. But the leaders of the cult were able to flee, and they were set upon revenge. They abducted my daughter Luri, who served under my command in the Pathfinder Society. They left me a note full of tart insults, mockery, and sneers. From that note, I learned the name of my enemy, that Spinner of Nightmares. A few months later, I confirmed that she was the leader of the Labyrinth of Mind. My hunt had begun. I would get Luri back at any cost. Hilor grits his teeth with bulldog determination. I want to know more about you. What exactly are you interested in? I'm a common pathfinder. Many others like me. Fate and my order brought me to this land. Demon worshiper, Spinner of Nightmares, abducted daughter. For the past 3 years, I've been trying to save her. She's just recapping. specialist in scouting demon territory, even planted agents among the cultists. Truth be told, in pursuing Spinner Nightmares, I've been acting more on behalf of Queen Galfrey than the Pathfinder Society. Long story, maybe I'll tell you the rest of it sometime. Spinner of Nightmares is a true spawn of the Abyss. I've fought her many times, but I've never been able to seize her by the throat. Tell me about your daughter. Hitler smiles, showing his healthy white teeth. As a girl, Lori was just an angel. We lost her mother early on. She was left to follow my example. A drifter with little idea how to talk to a 10-year-old girl. But even with such questionable parenting, Lori managed to grow into a wonderful girl. Brave, smart, beautiful, and entirely unbearable. She's always argued with me about everything. When Lori was 18 and told me she was going to be a Pathfinder, all I said was, alright. I knew there was no use to try to talk her out of it, and she was a fine Pathfinder. Hiller's fist clenched with a painful sounding crack. I'll never forgive the Spinner of Nightmares for taking my girl from me. Alright. I guess you hire mercenaries from him? Only trust your closest friends. The enemy is cunning and treacherous. This is a lot of dialogue. Sela smiles at you warmly. Hey there. During that march to the dungeon, we never got the chance to exchange a proper greeting. It's high time I shake your hand. I'd like to know more about you. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? I'm a little bit from Geb, a little bit from Katapesh, but mostly from the Knights of Iomedae. I was accepted and began my training at 14. Belonged to the ranks more than I belonged any other place. Come to Mendeb by a long road, haven't you? A very long one. She looks at you cheerfully. A traveler is expected to have amusing stories. Unfortunately, I have only 3 tales of any interest, and I like to save them for our next feast. Otherwise, I won't have anything to show for myself when it's time to start bragging, and that just won't do. Especially since I'll win the night with my cautionary tale of a battle with chupacabras. You can't tempt me with a story about fighting chupacabras and then not follow through. What are your chupacabras, by the way? Isn't your attitude toward life and war too carefree, especially for a paladin? Sure, we'll pick this one. Was that a hint of reproach? If you're only just asking, then no, I don't think so. You have to know when it's time for jokes and when it's time for mourning. The right moments for joys and for sermons. And sometimes a good traveling story can be all of those things. If it entertains and purifies the soul, the story about the chupacabras is one of the good ones. He performed an action that was lawful. Okay. Picture a small town in Kadira. What is Kadira? Westernmost satrapy of the Padishah Empire of Kalesh. Kadira is a kingdom with the power of a sprawling empire at its back. Kadira is Kalesh's doorway to the inner sea region and is perhaps the single most valuable piece of real estate on Golarion. Picture a small town Kadira. Down in the dungeon, there's 2 murderers waiting to be executed. The gallows are already built for them. The rope's been bought. But sometimes, life takes a surprising turn. Suddenly, a paladin of Iomedae appears in the doorway and offers the murderers a deal. If they go with her to fight some monsters, they'll live. If they survive, that is. One second. There's a big difference between imminent death and probable death with a glimmer of hope, wouldn't you say? So here we are, traveling through the desert. Me and my friend, a priestess of Serenray, along with the little rat folk fellow who would ask for our help, and the 2 cutthroats. We get to the rat folk village and see their bodies lying around, all drained dry. We figured we'd have to fight vampires. That's how little rat folk described the monsters who attacked their village. That's why we went in all brazen-like. The sun was high and the vampires couldn't attack until dusk. but we never got a chance to look around. Black shadows, quick as the wind, attacked us from all sides. Not vampires, but chupacabras. One of the lads we pulled from the gallows got killed right away. The second one ran for his life. That left me, the rat folk, and Kira. That was the name of the priestess, and we all steeled ourselves for the fight of our lives. And just when we thought the end had come, with the chupacabras surrounding me like a pack of dogs around a bear, our rat folk friend wounded and down, and the teeth of the quickest of those blasted monsters clenched on Kira's shoulders. Right then, when all hope was lost, the other lad from the gallows suddenly comes running back. He kills the beast attacking Kira. I'm sure you know what a turning point in a fight looks like. Well, this was it. A moment before we were lost, and a moment later we had it back under control. The chupacabras dropped dead one by one. The little rat folk is reunited with his family, who were hiding in the basement. The priestess and I closed the eyes of that boy from the gallows who saved us. It was a shame he didn't survive the fight. May the gods keep his soul in its journey through the afterlife. Back to the more cheerful story. Now where I'm sad. Good story. He could have died in disgrace in the gallows, but instead he died a hero. And I'd fancy this stunt earned him some points at his final judgment. Smart to remember our journey doesn't end in death. Had it not been for that mercy, Milos, that was his name, would be hanging from a noose, and me, Kira, and all the rat folk would be dead in that village. Someone told me that a kind of deed done by an unkind person is 100 times more precious. By the same token, an evil done by a noble soul is 100 times more horrifying. That's what I really wanted to say. The chupacabras were just a good starting point. What made you become a paladin of Iomedae? Sheila's gaze sharpens momentarily. Then she sighs. That's a serious question, and a good one. You should ask it of your companions, but it's a long story. To start with, 12 years ago, I was nothing like the person I am now. I roamed the streets of Solku and other homeless orphans, with the other homeless orphans. I stole, I fought, I was a hired sword for a bit. Not the proper origin for a paladin, is it? Back then, Solku was a city of orphans, widows and widowers. Gnolls decimated the city regularly. My parents were among their victims. People there heard about new deaths before they'd finished their mourning for the previous ones. One day, a group of knights of Iomedae brought a glimmer of hope to the city. But while others saw them as saviors and protectors, I was busy pricing up their noble horses and gleaming mithril armor, wondering just how much one of their pretty swords would fetch. A thief lives one day at a time. That's what they say. I was the type that never thought past the next job. Anyhow, I was able to sneak into the knight's camp and steal one of their mithril helms. Sheila pauses, her voice sad and measured. And I was right there when a gnoll attacked the helm's owner. Asemi was her name, and dealt a blow to her unprotected head. A gnoll like all those others she'd fearlessly driven from the gates of Solku. That one blow was fatal. But who was really to blame for her death? The gnoll attacker or the young thief named Sheila? I know what it takes to survive. I can't judge. Chaotic. Life is cruel and full of chaos. Sometimes survival just comes down to luck. Even a seemingly small misdeed can have terrible consequences. Yes, you're right 1,000 times over. I hate to say it, but I just didn't see it back then. And if I had never got that lesson, my eyes would probably never have been opened. Who knows what would have happened to me if it wasn't for Asami? Daring noble Asami was a paladin of Iomedae whose death inspired Seela to join the ranks. Seela honors memory, treats her like a mentor, though they never spoke while she was alive. Okay, and her death? Maybe the world would know Seela as a bandit, not as a knight and protector of those in need. There's a saying I like to remember. People rarely find redemption on their own. Someone must show them the way. But you were asking what brought me to the ranks of Iomedes warriors. We all chose the paladin's path for our own reasons. Some are guided by nobility of spirit, some by desire to fight injustice. I became who I am through penance and a debt unpaid. The day Asmi died, protecting my city, I wanted to kill myself for the terrible guilt I felt. But then I realized wouldn't make the world any better. And I decided instead I'd try to take her place. I'd become who she had been and protect the innocent she would no longer be able to protect. I'll tell you, I like to recite our code. It feels like I've said it 1,000 times, but it never gets old. There is strength in these words. After a pause, she begins, her voice slow and meditative. I would learn the weight of my sword. Without my heart to guide it, it is worthless. My strength is not in my sword, but in my heart. If I lose my sword, I have lost the tool. If I betray my heart, I have died. I will have faith in the inheritor. I will channel her strength through my body. I will shine in her legion, and I will not tarnish her glory through base actions. I am the first into the battlefield and the last to leave it. I will not be taken prisoner by my free will. I will not surrender those under my command. I will never abandon a companion, though I will honor sacrifice freely given. I will guard the honor of my fellows, both thought and deed, and I will have faith in them. When in doubt, I may force my enemies to surrender, but I am responsible for their lives. I will never refuse a challenge from an equal. I will give honor to worthy enemies and contempt to the rest. I will suffer death before dishonor. I will be temperate in my actions and moderate in my behavior. I will strive to emulate Iomedes' perfection. What do you think of what's going on in Canabras? It's complete chaos. It's like we're here to handle it, right? Sailor smiles brightly, then gives you a worried look. Does the way I talk bother you? I know I can seem blasé. Many good people, and our protector Terendelev died here in Canabras. Paladin of Iomedes is expected to be properly respectful and solemn. But I prefer to face my troubles with a smile and a bit of common sense. Grief is a weapon, and they'll use it against you. It can undermine a warrior's spirit. It's better that we hold off on grief until we've driven the last demon and cultist from the city. If we want to win, we can't be mourning our deceased day and night. Plus, joy heals the soul. Yeah, right. Nice when you and your commander think alike. Commander? What the hell are you talking about? Fighting demons all you want. Or are you looking for something more? How about covering myself in glory and becoming the hero of 100 ballads? Or at least a dozen, if they're lively ones. His eyes smile, shine cheerfully. Anyway, to be more serious, the area around the World Wound is the best place for a paladin who wishes to defend the weak and serve good. Being part of the crusade is reward enough for me, but there's something that worries me. I don't want to sound like I'm criticizing Brothers in Arms, but the Eagle Watch and the other orders are focused on just one aim, a war against the World Wound. That's why they can sometimes overlook the smaller things, ordinary misfortunes, you know. I've always liked being a wandering knight because any moment I could get up and go help a poor rat folk whose family had been kidnapped, or an old woman whose favorite dog had gone missing. So here's my answer. I don't have some big important goal, but I'll be happy to help those in need, those who need it. A little bit here and there. Arabeth is worried about her fighters, I understand that. I wanted to look for Jana myself, so I didn't distract you, but since you're in this too, I could use some help. Jana and I met in Canabras. Jana and I met in Canabras a few days ago and just hit it off. We went drinking together. We went to that unforgettable celebration together too. But we got separated in the crowd, so we would start looking for the main square. We should start looking from the main square. That's where I last saw her. Jana's a good fighter, even if she is green. She couldn't have become an outdoorie otherwise. I hope that means she's alright. Alright, actually, I got stuff to do, so let me save this.